Welcome back to our weekly market wrap-up. Equity benchmarks fell for the fourth straight week as US President Donald Trump's tariff plans fueled market uncertainty, leading to significant losses. Stay tuned as we break down the key drivers behind this decline and what to expect in the coming days. This week, Sensex fell by 2.9% and Nifty 50 dropped by 2.9%. The mid-cap gained 4.4%, while the small-cap rose 6.0%. These losses were driven by global trade tensions, weak investor sentiment, and persistent economic concerns. Let's take a look at this week's key economic updates. India's forex reserves fell to $635.7 billion as of February 14th, snapping a three-week rise, while foreign currency assets dropped by $4.5 billion to $539.5 billion. Gold reserves rose by $1.9 billion to $74.1 billion. SDRs and India's IMF reserve position saw slight increases. Meanwhile, the RBI reported a 0.3% weekly rise in currency in circulation to 36.5 lakh crore as of February 21, 2025, while overall reserve money declined 1.1% to 47.1 lakh crore. Year-on-year, currency in circulation grew by 5.6%, compared to 3.7% last year. Globally, US President Trump announced an additional 10% tax on Chinese imports and reaffirmed a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico, set to take effect on March 4th. Germany's economy contracted by 0.2% in Q4 2024, while the US economy grew at a 2.3% annualized rate, down from 3.1% in Q3. Jobless claims rose to 242,000, but capital goods orders increased by 0.8% in January, indicating mixed economic signals. Among this week's top gainers, Craftsman Automation surged 10.8% due to strategic acquisition plans and strong financials. Five-Star Business Finance gained 9.2% on the back of a solid 273.8 crore net profit in the last quarter and an attractive lower PE ratio. Home First Finance rose 9.1%, driven by high trading volumes, reflecting strong investor confidence. On the downside, among the losers, we had RR Cable plummeted 23.0% to an all-time low, facing selling pressure amid rising competition in the wire and cable industry. KEI Industries dropped 20.1% after Ultratech Cement announced its 1,800 crore entry into the sector, raising concerns over competition and profit margins. TBO Tech fell 19.5%, likely due to profit booking after recent gains. In the unlisted space, Tata Capital's board has approved a massive 15,000 crore IPO. BOAT has received board approval for a 2,000 crore IPO, targeting an FY26 listing. Vikram Solar has partnered with Kolkata Knight Riders for IPL 2025. Other high-interest unlisted companies include MSEI, NSE, Apollo Green Energy, Pharmacy, CSK, NSDL, and Tata Capital. That wraps up this week's market highlights. Here's what to watch in the week ahead. Next week, market sentiment may remain fragile amid ongoing global uncertainties and tariff concerns. FII selling versus DII buying, a strong dollar, and volatile crude prices will be key focus areas. Key PMI data releases are scheduled for next week. On Monday, March 3rd, the final HSBC manufacturing PMI for February will be released, following a decline in preliminary estimates to 57.1 from 57.7. On Wednesday, March 5th, the final HSBC Composite and Services PMI figures will be announced. China's Caixin Manufacturing PMI and the US ISM Manufacturing PMI for February will be released on Monday, March 3rd. Japan's consumer confidence data is due on Tuesday, March 4th, while the US ISM Services PMI is expected on Wednesday, March 5th. On Friday, March 7th, China will release its balance of trade, exports YOI, and imports YOI figures for January-February, alongside the US non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate data for February. That's all for today. Subscribe to Ticona Capital for more insights and wealth-building opportunities from the themes of the decade. Visit us at ticonacapital.smallcase.com to explore thematic investments in the Amrit Carl. Don't forget to like, comment and share. See you next week.